Mumbai done, Chennai done, Ahmedabad introduced, and now it's time to head to the national capital. Yes, that's where we're headed. 2 teams have already landed there, and there they are, the men in orange and the men in yellow, to take part in match number 23 from the Feroz Kotla. It's Chennai against Hyderabad, and it's going to be 2 different teams. One very buoyant, very confident, the other still trying to find a perfect 11. So it's going to be an interesting battle. And I guess let's start with the team that's in slight disarray, Pommie. The Orange Army, whether they might have finally got a victory on the board or not, they've used 21 players already in the tournament. And I think that is significant.
Yeah, it is. When you're not winning, you search, don't you? It's difficult. You start to doubt selections. You're not sure if you've made the right ones, and so you change. You're looking for that winning formula. You're looking to plug various holes. As far as they're concerned, what they want, I guess, is the top order to fire and Williamson to stabilize things. I think in a situation where they're chasing, I mean, you watched him play, was it yesterday? It was yesterday, wasn't it? He's such an important player for them. They just need everything else to click. In fact, yesterday you felt that they should have won. You don't want sides playing that well, getting out of jail and then not getting over the line. That does a whole lot of damage. It does more damage than good. Sometimes you'd say, oh, take the positives out of certain games, etc. But when a side's got that close and has been losing already, and they don't get over the line, it's a problem. Hopefully, there's not a whole lot of change in terms of personnel chopping and changing, but they can stick to what they think is a formula with regard to their team and try and back the guys that they pick.
Right, Joy, I'm going to come to you for as we have a look at the squads, because a lot of players used. And certainly, I think somebody like a Mohammad Nabi, and the reason why I bring him up is because he's obviously the subject of your Joy Factor question today, but no connection with that. I mean, Jason Holder, Mohammad Nabi, 2 solid parts of that middle order are missing. Obviously, they're foreign players, that's why they can't get in. Do you see either of them coming in?
No, I can't. Because the way Williamson is played and with Rashid Khan out there, they really can't now change their international personnel. I think they missed a trick by not sending Bairstow in with Williamson. But I think what had happened there was when they were walking in, they would have decided they'll go left and right, because in case Axar Patel bowls, they felt Warner would have the advantage being a left-hander. I think that's what they were thinking. It obviously didn't work out. Hindsight is 20/20 vision. You could have turned around and said that, Bairstow in the form he was and the kind of strength that he has, Axar Patel, he could have taken on Axar Patel. But I think they got that wrong. I think the big problem is, do they bring back Manish Pandey? Because see, they've paid that money for Manish Pandey. He's been sat down. He's been explained that, okay, you need to up your run rate. You need to up your game to come back in again. Do they bring him back? If they bring him back, who goes out? I think Vijay Shankar is doing okay with them for the ball. I think Abhishek Sharma is also doing okay. Which means... Sorry?
Virat Singh goes out?
I really... Virat Singh hasn't done anything for me. Virat Singh has definitely not done anything for me. Manish Pandey for Virat Singh is a straight swap for me. I would definitely look to get in Abdul Samad if Samad is fit. And the other choice, of course, is that Bhuvaneshwar apparently pulled up just before the match with a bit of a niggle. If Bhuvi is fit, Bhuvi is their strike bowler. They need him back immediately. I mean, without Bhuvi, they look a very different side. Right in the starting overs, in the end overs, Bhuvi is a very important player.
Yep, but are you concurrent with that, Pommie? Just looking at the squad as we have there. So Suchit goes out, Bhuvi comes in, Manish Pandey, drag him in there to try and stabilize that middle order in place of Virat Singh.
Yeah, I think you have to back your big players. So I think you have to, give them a brief, and where they've gone wrong, allow them to rectify. I know some people want to just make change and make the changes in order to make the point, so to speak. But I think backing people is the way to go. Allow a guy to fail for you, and if he fails for you and you've had the conversation, then you really are left with no option. But if you don't allow him to try and rectify things, and you don't show him that you back him, then you instill doubt, because now you bring him back. How does he play? Is it clear in his mind? Does he go in and, can I just do what I do? And do they understand that I've been trying to do what I do? Everyone gets Manish Pandey because early on, if he walks in, he's going to go after the bowling. He's going to try and make sure that he utilizes the power play. In times past, you sort of looked and thought, do you know what? It's probably better if you keep going, if you're batting first. Keep going. Yes, be sensible. You don't want to just swipe at everything, but you need to keep your foot on the accelerator and you being the aggressor going at your opposition. With Kane Williamson further down the order, that frees up whoever comes in that number 3 role to be able to actually try and keep the pressure on with Bairstow or Warner, should either of them get going or not, as the case might be.
Yeah, and looking ahead to the opposition generally, Joy, the shortest previews we normally have for Dhoni's men. Any changes? No changes? Let's move on. But are we suggesting anything different?
No, I think now that we are in Delhi, I think Imran Tahir will keep playing. Imran Tahir, again, this is a surface that will suit him a lot. The question is, who is he going to play in? I mean, he's going to remain in the team, but does that mean who missed out last time? Did Bravo miss out last time?
No, Bravo played.
Ngidi missed out last time.
Ngidi missed out, yeah.
So I think right now they might play the same combination, unless I'd like to see Ngidi for Bravo, because I feel Ngidi gives them more than Bravo does at this point in time. But other than that, it's a packed side and there's very little else you want to do. Rituraj has now got an innings. Suresh Raina has got not just an innings, he's got a catch. He's celebrating with the team. You could sense that it's not all there, and somewhere in that last match with, whatever Ravindra Jadeja did, the floodgates have burst, and suddenly you see that emotion that you expect of a Chennai team on the field. That's important for them, because Chennai relies a lot on that, that glue that gets them all together. And I think they are playing together as a team again, and now they're going to be a difficult team to beat. So I think not too many changes. I'd like to see Ngidi back. I don't know whether they'll do that.